1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all you Knights from Nightland. It's episode 1 of season 2 of Inside the Lair with Kirby and Blair. I, of course, am Kirby. This is Blair, and we are excited to get this show down. We had a great fall season here with football and volleyball doing excellent this year.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to this winter. We've got boys and girls basketball and our defending champion wrestling team. It's going to be a great fall season. We're glad to be back on the air from our hiatus. Let's get going right away. We're going to look at all of our winter sports teams and what they've done so far in the short season.
All right, we're going to start it off with our wrestling team, the defending Class A champion wrestling team. The Knights traveled up to Lindstrom this past weekend, and they took on first Cambridge Isanti. And the Knights won big, 51-6 over, I think they're called the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets.
Blue
Yes.
Jackets. Then they followed that up with a 66-3 win over Chisago Lakes. And then they took on Hibbing, another big rout for the Knights, 67-9. So they opened up the tournament with 3 pretty, I guess, easy wins for the Knights.
Yeah,
Routs.
you can call them routs.
But then, in the final match, the finale, the one that everybody was waiting for, the Knights, number 1 again, ranked to start the year in Class A, took on the number 2 ranked team in Class AA, the Falcons of Foley. And guess what, Blair? The Knights edged them out in a tight one, 29-28. Knights take down those feisty Falcons.
A good challenge for this Knights team. A team that lost a lot of talent from last year. But they don't rebuild. Championship teams don't rebuild. They reload, and that's what Coach Matt Ryan is doing. Yeah. The Knights have top 10 ranked wrestlers. They have a lot of them. Listen to this list. Jaron Matson, Bradley Kish, Tyler Ryan, Matt Holcomb, Dylan Craig, and Peyton Hilke. And last night, they were at home in the castle, and they won 69-9 over Cannon Falls, improving the record to 5-0. And last night, 8 of the 13 wrestlers that wrestled for the Knights last night are sophomores and younger. So this team is absolutely reloading. They're not rebuilding.
Yeah.
Friday night, they're going to head out to Goodhue, and they want you to come out there and support them. And then Thursday, December 22nd, keep this on the calendar, 6 p.m., it's a triangular meet, and they are going to be unveiling that very special state championship banner. So please get out and see that. That's going to be fantastic for that team to assemble once again and honor that state championship season. And the way things have started, we might be doing another banner next year.
I can't wait for it.
It's going to be awesome.
Before that, after a Goodhue's match, they go down to Pine Island. Another triangular I think it's next Thursday, the 15th, take on Zimgoda Mazeppa and Pine Island in this triangular, and we all know the rivalry, the Highway 60 rivalry.
It's wrestling season. You got to do it one time. Ooh, yeah!
Very nice, very nice.
All right, let's transition. And
right.
Kirby, let's tell us a little bit what's going on in the hardwood.
Girls hoops, let's talk about it. Girls hoops, excuse me. They under Coach Lorcan again this year.
Yep.
And they I think they were 15-10 last year going into the playoffs. We all know that they got upset the first round of the playoffs. But this year, they went to the Hamlin Classic again, played 2 games against tough teams, and they took on first the Mustangs from Moundsview.
A Class 4 team. So they're a big school. So this is a big test for the Knights. So this was a very good start to the season.
Interesting note about Moundsview, had Horvath go to Duke a few years ago.
Yep.
I remember that. Anyways, yeah, in game 1 against Mustangs, Knights 65-52, and we ended up winning that first game. Then the next night, they went and played Como Park, and the Como Park Cougars, it was an up-and-down battle. They were feisty, and I guess they were pretty physical. And guess what? Knights ended up dropping that one 67-70, a game that Coach Lurkin and his team thought they should have won. Then last night they traveled to Stewartville and led by Mara Quam. Mara Quam, leading scorer in the area last year, averaged 25.0 points a game. She had 25 points last night, 61-40. Knights are on top. They start the year 2-0, or excuse me, 2-1, 1-0 in conference play. The Knights are led by their starting five, the same as last year. Nice to have all your five starters come back with Tess Hokinson, Mara Quam, Megan Flum, Savannah Blease, and who am I missing? Casey Doomer? Casey Doomer. They also have some good bench depth this year as well. Morgan Burrow, Corinne Dahl.
Yep.
They've got Lauren Berg. They have Madeline McCauley.
Juliana Boyum.
This
is a young team, but a good core, starting core, but then a very good young nucleus too. This could be a special team. I really do. I think that they could be a good team.
Well, next week, I think on Friday. Friday they go to Cannon Falls. And again, a revenge game. They knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Hopefully we can get some revenge.
Well, good luck to them. They're going to be a fun team to watch this year. And the boys are going to be fun to watch this year, too. They started their season last weekend at the Triton Tournament. Went 0-2 on the weekend. But the Knights, they're under Coach Ross Peterson. Ross came to us from Cannon Falls. He has a long resume, a great coach. He's got the enthusiasm to get this team where it needs to be. And they're going to build this program up. You just watch. In their first game, they lost a surprising loss to a Schaefer Academy team they'd beaten last year, 53-26 in game one. And then the next day came out and played a lot better against Blooming Prairie, losing 47-38. This Knights team, though, don't take those first two games with much grains of salt, because the Knights were without Gavin Rusin. They call him Nutsy. And also another senior, Mitchell Boyum, out. So this you didn't see the full Knights roster, the full Knights contingent. This team is going to start slow, but I think they're going to grow as the season progresses.
They have some experience coming back.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, and they're aggressive. Okay, they've got some young guys coming up who don't have much experience, and so it might be up and down from now and then. But as long as they work hard, they do their best. I think that's what we're counting on. And Ross Peterson, great guy, teaches PE up there. He's going to get them ready. He's
coached in the college ranks. I mean, he's going to have these guys working hard, and they're going to be fun to watch. And speaking of that, you can catch them tomorrow night, home opener here in the Castle. They're going to take on LeSueur Henderson, and this LeSueur Henderson team was a team the Knights were very competitive with last year. It was, if you recall, it was one of the first games Gavin came back from his injury from, and we played them pretty close. Yep. So, and I think LeSueur lost their top two guys.
Yeah, top two scorers.
So I think this could be the night where the Knights get a victory early on in the season. I think that could catapult them to a lot of confidence and a lot of success. Talk about the team they have. They're led by Rusin, other seniors, Boyum, Steberg, Baumgartner, James Schultz. And then you got some juniors. You got a nice junior trio here of Jack Belkey, Chance Washburn, and Sam Ringham. Coach, I think this is a team, we talked about it last year. We're a little further removed from the team this year, but I think this is a group of guys who work extremely hard. They found success on the football field. Yep. I think they can fight it on the basketball court.
Coach Remy always says success breeds success.
Absolutely.
And hopefully that football team can get us moving a little bit. Kyle Nod, another junior that saw some minutes these first few games. So I'm excited to see him tomorrow night.
And we got a freshman in Tate Erlinson who's starting to get some playing time, moving up a little bit. He's going to be fun to watch. I watched him a lot this summer, Kirby, and I have to tell you, it may not be this year, but if he keeps working hard, he's going to be a special player in this community.
And then I think a sophomore got some minutes this week too, Colin Swigum as well.
So
they're bringing some young guys up, but they're going to have.
They're a work in progress, but I think the progress is going to get you to the point where they want to be. So, lots of great stuff going on, and get out there and catch both the ladies and the guys teams. They're going to do some good things this winter.
Yep. Let's move on to Post Bulletin. Yeah. Put out for the first time in a long time their all-area volleyball team, and you know who was chosen as the top player?
Let me guess. It wasn't me.
It was.
Who was it?
Mara Quam.
There she is.
Mara Quam was the Post Bulletin's #1 volleyball player in the area. And interestingly enough, they also had Megan Flum. She was on the first team as well. So congratulations to those two. And Pat Ruff, it might be his name, put a nice article out in this week's paper for the Post Bulletin.
Yeah,
so
it was a great
check that
article,
out.
and Mara is such a great athlete, and volleyball is kind of her meat and potatoes. She's going to be going to Minnesota State Mankato next year. She is so fun to watch, and my girls, my own girls, going up and watching the state tournament, they loved Mara because she's so aggressive on the floor, and I try to coach my girls the same way is be aggressive. So congratulations to both these fine lady athletes.
Not very often you get two players on the same team going D2, and I hope they keep finding success where they really go.
Absolutely. Also, not to be outdone, Calvin Steberg was named by the Faribault Daily News as the football player of the year for the area. And I tell you what, Calvin was a star on both sides of the ball for the Knights this year. He had over 1,500 yards rushing, Kirby, and he scored 24 touchdowns. He also threw for a touchdown. And then on defense, and I think this gets kind of hidden a little bit because everyone talks about the touchdowns.
Yeah.
Calvin had over 100 tackles and 6 sacks, and some of the hits that he applied to the opponents, being on the sidelines and hearing him, the air and the life was taken out of these people. I mean, this Calvin is in my eyes I've watched a lot of high school football in my life. He is one of the top 5 high school football players I've ever seen. I say that without being biased. He just plays the game the right way.
And he prepares.
Absolutely.
He watches tons of film. I think he might even watch film during class. Who knows? But you can tell that his studying is prepared.
Intense, and if you can have 10 Calvins, you're going to win a state championship. So those younger players, they need to start emulating Calvin and learn from him and learn by his example. Because in this senior class, think about the senior class we have, and we'll talk about them as the winter goes on. This is a very special senior class. It's going to be fun to watch what they do the rest of the school year.
Definitely. And not only did they have on the Post Bulletin the all-area volleyball team, they had the all-area football team as well for the first time in a bunch of years. And Calvin Steberg and Gavin Rusin were both named honorable mention from Ben Pearson as well. And that's
high honors, and that doesn't happen a lot. Maybe in volleyball does, but in football we haven't had that type of recognition. So we're starting to make a name for ourselves, and that is awesome. So, well, that's going to wrap it up. I'll let you finish the show, but it's fun to be back, my brother. This is going to be fun this winter as we are now able to do this show. Bring it to you weekly on Wednesdays via YouTube. Watch for the invite to watch it on Facebook and Twitter. And we really enjoy and love that you watch it and enjoy it and love the comments. So keep it coming, keep the ideas coming. And this show is for Knight Nation. It isn't about us, it's for Knight Nation. So I'll let Kirby take us away.
Well, before we go, we have a new intro. So we hope you liked the new intro.
We hope you liked it, yeah.
We tried doing our best. But,
it was awesome. Scorsese here did a great job.
Well, thank you. No, I'm Kirby. This is Blair. Until next time, be safe.
Peace out.
Take care. Bye.